Greetings YouTube, it's Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back on Riverbend Springs 4X by Stevie. So we're gonna hit up the roadways here and we've done some fertilizing contracts and we're gonna do some harvesting contracts. I need to get a thumbnail. I totally forgot to get one. There's not a Riverbend sign, not that I know of. Guess I could take it from the top of this thing and do like a thing that way. I gotta get a thumbnail for you YouTube guys. Is that the sale point from Silver Run? It sure is. Right back there. Cool. That looks like, maybe right there. That looks like a good shot. Snap. Alright. We'll head up the road here. Gotta be careful here because I'm... Yep. Calling the header behind me. Big canola harvest up here. When we get done with this one, with this contract, it's worth $215,000. Oh boy, $215,000. Don't think this truck is meant for these roads. It's like that truck we had over there on Kinleg, over there in Scotland. It might not be designed specifically for the railroad crossings. So, yep, you have to remember that. I did come up with another solution over there, though. We were hauling pallets, and I found another trailer in the mod hub that's actually pretty decent. It works a lot better, and I can haul a lot more with it, and I can pull it with a tractor, basically, so... And it goes over the railroad crossing if you go slow. If you go fast, it will end up upside down. So... yeah, gonna get back over there probably this week. I don't know when the video will come out on it. I try to go ahead and get some out during the week as these come out too, to the YouTube guys. Airplane, yeah. I'm gonna put that right there. Grab the combine. Yeah, this is gonna take a minute. Oh boy, there's a save. Oh, those saves are so hard on Fork. I forgot how bad they are. That was pretty bad. Oh, my neighbor's awake. One of my neighbors, they got a motorcycle, and I can hear it every time he starts it up. Alright, let's map this out. I gotta be closer or something? There we go. Alright, so this is the 15.2 meter header. I'm gonna try to do 3 inrows. That way I can kind of cut down the length of the main rows. Actually, that's the hard worker part. I want to do it over here. east and west, that looks good. Alright, that looks good to me. Alright, here we go. I'm probably going to get full. I'll probably have to come back for the truck and kind of chase myself around the field here. Rocking and rolling. Time to open up, let's see, I'm going to open the orange soda. I got another Dr. Pepper though, so we're good to go on the Dr. Pepper. Cool beans. In a way, I mean, you can tell just by playing the map that it is a Stevie map. I mean, this feels like a Stevie map. I mean, it really feels like, it almost feels like the Riverbend Springs, or not Riverbend Springs, what was that map? Elm Creek 4X by Stevie. It almost kind of feels like the, when I'm coming around the corner of the field here, it almost feels like that. So you can tell it is definitely a Stevie map. It's just got that Stevie feel to it, and I like it. I've always liked Stevie's maps. We played his maps back in 15. We played, gosh, we've been playing them 15, 17, 19, 22, and now 25. I was kind of bummed when 25 came out. He announced that he would not be making any 4X maps for Farming Simulator 25. I'm glad that he changed his mind. I really am. I'm glad he changed his mind. I'm happy to have the 4X version of this map. I always liked the base game Riverbend Springs, but the 4X map just gives it so much more. And being a Stevie map, it gives it so much more character. I'm dreaming of the future here. So I'm seeing, you know, this row of trees, and I'm seeing that field over there. I think these can be merged together. Now there's a highway between this field and whatever's on the other side. There's a highway there, so we can't really do anything there. And I think there's a highway in front of me though, right up there. Whatever, there. Can't talk this morning for some reason. All my words are coming out like weird. It's like I'm talking with a maybe I've been farming over on Scotland for too long. I mean, I know I've only got what, 5 episodes over there, but maybe I've been over there for too long. I'm starting to get that kind of dialect, I guess, or something. I don't know. Maybe I need to go hang out at the southern barbecue stand down here a little while and get my southern twang back a little bit. Oop, I don't think that turned automatically, did it? Nope, I'm gonna say nope. Probably need to do a little broader curve there. Something a little smoother in its turn and broader. Surprised we didn't have a contract on that one over there. see what else is in the list. Harvesting. It's got to be a big ticket one. There's 93,000. 61. 56. 78. That's not it. 30 grand. 52. That's not it. 71? Maybe it's that one. No, that ain't it either. Surprised there's not one on this field over there. Still need to try the fishing rod? You should. Go find a creek. Go find a river or lake. Pond, something. You get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go down to the fishing hole, buddy. Old Andy Griffith used to sing that song. He actually, I think the theme song to the Andy Griffith show, the lyrics to it are talking about fishing too. I think it goes something like, just take up your fishing pole and meet me at the fishing hole. So it's basically the theme song, only they whistle the theme song. So it's kind of the same. Well, it is. It's exactly the same song. They just whistled it for the television part. I don't know if there was like a licensing thing with that or something why they didn't sing it. I don't know. But it became legendary. The whistling theme song to the Andy Griffith shows. I'll have to look that up sometime, see why they whistle it. If you own the land, I'm going to say yes. So yeah, there is some land that costs $0. So that might actually be our first purchase. I mean, if it's $0, you know. So basically it's the lands. Let me go over to farmland here. So it's the land that surrounds the rivers. So I mean, you could invest, and there's some land in between there too, a little bit. You could invest maybe like in a mower and mow the grass, like along the highways and stuff. I know he added that to the Elm Creek map when we had the interstate going through there. So that is the river there, but there's a lot of in between there that you could mow. So if you wanted to, you could get a mower, mow the in betweens, and then get you a wrapper, silage wrapper, and wrap up the bales. Yeah, I'm going to say if you own that land, you probably should be able to modify it. But if you get close to any other land that you don't own, then you can't. Before we do any of that, you know, modifying lands or anything, or even purchasing, even that one that's free, probably will hold off on that, because if there's a game update, it might change. And yeah, right now I'm just focused on getting these contracts knocked out, getting them done. I'm trying to save money by not hiring a worker, but I'm probably gonna have to go grab the truck because I'm probably gonna fill up before I get to the other side. What is the biggest field on the map so far? I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's this one. Let's see, how many acres is that? That is 194.35 acres. That's got to be the biggest, like, starting, non-merged together field. Looking at some of these other areas though, like down here, I bet you probably, if there's not a highway, of course it looks like there's a highway there. There might be some other areas that some fields can be merged together and you can maybe make a bigger one. I haven't really traveled around the map too much yet. Alright, what I'm probably going to have to do is hire this out and just run along with the truck. Let me put the pipe out. Let me go grab the truck. Dump that off there. I'm going to go around this way. I don't know what the capacity is on this little trailer, but we're about to find out. So those are actually camera screens and not actual rearview mirrors. Interesting. But yeah, you see like this area over there, that all can be merged together. So you could probably make a bigger field, even bigger than the originally made field here. Do you start out with any animals? There are some baby piglets down there. I didn't really see any sheep. And I don't know if there are cows anywhere. I know you start with some baby piglets and you have a dog. So you got a little black dog there at the homestead. Capacity is on this thing. So the capacity on the combine is 20,000 liters. I'm gonna say this is a 30,000 liter capacity trailer. When we hit 15,000, it was at 50%. Alright, I want to hire the combine out. I am going to hire it out. Just so we can keep things kind of rolling here. Should have it set up under the same parameters that I was doing when I was doing it myself, though. So we should keep going in around the edges here. Bring that down to 6. Well, he's hitting them bumps though, ain't he? Might be some potholes out here in this field. Look at that thing rocking and rolling there. am about full. Here I am. So let me run this down there. Struggle's gonna be real with this. Oh, man, them saves. Wonder if I should take the ferry. It's always a gamble taking the ferry, because if there's a barge going by, you have to wait for the barge to get out of the way. Or if it's on the other side, you have to wait for it to come across. Cut down through here. I'll take it for right now. Because my sale point's like right there. It's like right across the river there. The ferry is here, so that's good. Oh, there is a barge though, so I'll have to wait. I don't even remember how to send this thing. How do you send it? Let's see. Is it right? Nope. Is it left? You have to get out to send it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I guess you gotta get out you have to get out of the vehicle and send it. I think this would just be quicker than driving all the way around that road over yonder and then all the way back up through town. Alright. Yeah, there's gonna be lots of dumps. Because this holds 30,000 liters, I think, yeah. Where do I go? There. Yep, right in here. Oh yeah, is this a flygull? Yeah. So these all push it real good. They push it out. Come on, truck, push, push. Remember your breathing exercises. Alright, hopefully I can just take the ferry right back over. Combine's about half full, so it's not full yet. Stop truck. Oh, Doc. Let's go. Yeah, that might be the strategy. Get the common ground or public lands or whatever we want to call that, I guess. And then just grab a tractor with a 3-point on the front, and then probably grab our baler, like our square baler, and a wrapper, and then just sell silage bales too. That'll help. That might be the way to kind of go. That and do these nice big contracts with the borrowed equipment. Did he already go through here? Did he turn around? Where'd he go? Oh, is that him back there? It looked like these curves would be broad enough for him to turn, but I guess they're not. We have to do a little plow work here. Not that we'll own this field anytime soon, because I guarantee you we won't. He's trying to figure life out. I guess he's going where I missed the first time. I shouldn't have missed the first time. I should have been on the same line. Yeah, he's doing some kind of little... I don't know what he's doing. I really don't know. It's like he's square dancing. You guys ever see him square dance? Cue the country music. Well, I'm baling some hay, I'm raking the grass, and I don't know what I'm singing. I'm gonna let him roll. Oh look, there's a cross approach here between these. Oh yeah, we could cut all these trees, merge all this together. Like, put some drive in your country. Keep country driving on, yeah, yeah. And now he's doing the Michael Jackson. Do 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 do, doing the moonwalk across the field. Do That's the best I can do, man. I don't know that, yeah, I don't know that I should try that anymore. That's a little scary. There's actually some clips of that. I don't know what game it is, and it may just be something that somebody made. But it's like a Michael Jackson thing. Like a Michael Jackson picture. It's like a picture of Michael Jackson, and they're running from it. So like they're being chased by Michael Jackson. It's like all across the thing. They're actually making a Michael Jackson movie. Or actually, they made a Michael Jackson movie, and it's supposed to be released, I think, in summer of 26. So, Michael Jackson's... I'm probably going to get his relationship wrong. It's like his nephew or something? Jafar Jackson? He looks just like Michael, apparently. So they used him for the film. I'll say that the resemblance is uncanny. And he sounds like him too. So, I mean, yeah. Gonna have a Michael Jackson biopic. Think he'll let me offload him? Hey buddy, while you're doing a little dance, you know, harvesting a little grain, let me have your grain. Just to get you empty here. Maybe that'll help life out. Dancing and living his best life, yep. Just beat it, beat it. Don't know all the words, but beat it. I like little Michael. You guys ever see The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler? There's a really big prisoner, and he talks like a kid. I don't know if he's got, you know, anything wrong with him or not, but he talks like a little kid. Sounds like a little kid when he talks too. He might have a history of a injury or something. I don't know, but he talks that way. He's like, "You done broke it in my nose." He's moonwalking. I think when they do this, they're like mapping the field out. If you did a cut around the field with the steering assist, what they're doing is basically mapping out where they think they need to be since it's already been cut. So when he gets around to where I started him at, he should be okay to go on his own. Or he should do better. See, he's driving along the path that I already cut. So when we get down here, he should be better. Should be better to go. I don't know how you say that, but should be better to go. Do a little fly around while he's figuring stuff out. Anything on sale? Not that we can afford it, but hey, there's a J&M grain cart on sale. Little semi-trailer. Fly around. Take a look around. Ooh. Alright, so yeah, I'm surprised this field's not on a contract. So it looks like pavement there, so we can't merge any of that together. I'd say these fields can be merged together. Oh yeah, all of this could be. And then there's pavement there, so those can't be merged together. But these over here on this side, all of this looks like could be. And then there's asphalt there, so you can't go any further than that. These you could merge. Well, no, there's a railroad crossing there, but these two you could. And then these two you could. These, well, really these and the kind of open lot down here if you wanted to. So there are some areas that you can merge together if you so choose to. So here's the OG part, and then here's the 4X part. This is the field we're in now. I would say a lot of this up here. Cut these trees out there, and then I think all of these, you can merge all this together. All the way to where there's asphalt. Because where there's asphalt, and you know that same rule doesn't apply, because apparently you can do terrain changes on asphalt now that I didn't know you could. I don't know if you can plow it over, but you can raise and lower it and level it apparently. Unless that was just on Iowa Plains, I don't know. Tunnel there. There's that big field of soybeans. And here's the big lake down here. So that is the border. Part of the lake that goes out that way. But there's a big chunk of this lake that goes around this island out here. It's almost like, and I hate to keep using Disney references, but it almost reminds me of Rivers of America before they shut it down this summer. You had like Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America with the Liberty Bell that would go around. They closed all that down. They're redoing that. They're repurposing that. It's actually going to become a couple of Cars attractions. So right now they've got the Liberty Bell parked, I think, at one of the marina resorts or something. Yep. They closed all that down. They drained the water out of the Rivers of America. And if you've ever been to Disney World, you know. A lot of that won't be opened until 2027. So, yeah, he's cutting that way now. Right where I heard him, that's where he kind of started doing right. They made so many changes at Disney World, it's not the same as it used to be. Of course, they can't say any different about Universal. They made a lot of changes at Universal, you know. They shut down the E.T. ride, the Back to the Future ride. They changed the Jurassic Park ride, so now it's like more based on Jurassic World. They closed the Nickelodeon studios, which that was a big part of my childhood. They got rid of a lot of stuff. The Twister ride, they closed the Twister ride. trying to remember what else they had that they shut down. Why am I going so slow? I need to kick it up in gear. Number 6. Disney, man, Disney just got crazy. They shut down a lot of stuff to build new resorts. So what they want to do, their goal is to make it to where, they want you to stay on property. When you stay at Disney World or when you come to Disney World, they want you to be like staying on Disney property. So they shut down a lot of stuff. They shut down River Country, which was the swimming kind of water park thing that they had. They shut that down. They put in, what is that called? Bay Lake Towers at the Contemporary. They expanded the Wilderness Lodge. They shut down the Polynesian show, which was really cool. It had like the dancing Samoan or dancing Hawaiians or whatever out there with the flame sticks and stuff. They shut all that down and built a new resort tower hotel thing there. It's all different now. I'm gonna have to keep this in upper 6 because they keep slowing down. I know we're on a hill, but even back there when we weren't. Oh boy. So you're just gonna miss that right there, huh? Just about got me fooled. Slow down. Slow down. Well, I timed that pretty good. That just missed that barge right there. Okay, so he pulled it down. All right. He had put it back up, or they reinstated it, or whatever. So now he's pulled it down due to the fact that there's going to be an update. It only makes sense to do that. You don't want people downloading, this version when there's a fixed version fixing whatever needs fixing, and you're releasing it the same day, That way, people won't have the same issues over and over again. It's funny that he put the dairy over here where this field used to be, because that's what we did on the in-game map. Because this used to be field out here. I think there was actually another building over there. But it's funny that he put the dairy in the same, like the almost the exact same location that we did. Alright. Back up north. Gotta get them cannolis. Yeah, I haven't, I'm sure the problems exist here because it's the same version of the map, but I haven't run into anything because all I've been doing is contracts. We did the start from zero challenge. That is the right button? Oh yeah, here we go. Started from zero. Gotta see what tractor I would need to run a mower on the front and a baler in the back. I mean, I could do them separate, but kind of makes sense to have one that runs it in the front and runs the baler in the back. Now, the baler doesn't take very much horsepower, so... Oh yeah, that's gonna make it easier for us to restart. If the game does require a new save, then all we gotta do is adjust the money, pretty much. I have to go back in and take out all the vehicles and sell the land and stuff, but adjusting the money and all that's not a problem on PC. So we can basically just pick up where we left off. Just had to write down how much money we were making off these contracts, try to get them finished up, and then go download the update. Oh boy, there's no save. Yep. Now to find my combine. Let's see. We got 2 rows going here now. Which way did he go? Did he go this way? I think he's taking out this second row, so he should have went this way. He's at 70%, so I probably need to offload him soon. Over here, is that him? Yep. Give me your canola, all your hugs and kisses too. Give me your canola, fill me up and then we're through. Giants added a new house. Oh, the tent. Yeah. Yeah, that was actually kind of our plan here. We were going to do some contracts until we could afford the tent and then just sleep in the tent. But that might be weird because there's 2 tents and one is for sleeping and one is for like changing your clothes. But the second tent, it apparently had like a pile of clothes in it, and I didn't want to make Fuzzy sleep in a tent with a pile of clothes in it, so we actually couldn't sell the homestead back. That's the one piece of property that we had to keep because it had all the Stevie placeables and stuff down on it, and to keep everything where it was at, you couldn't sell it. You can't sell it if it's got placeables on it, so we had to keep that piece of land. We sold all the fields back and then got rid of the money. So we started really, we still started with nothing. We don't own any fieldage. But looking at that common ground that's free, that's, $0, probably might start out with a mower and a baler and a wrapper. Just kind of go that route. I ain't got no problem mowing. Not on farm sim anyway. That's also due to Grandpa. I didn't see where he moved him to. I know in one of his posts he said he moved Walter somewhere, but I don't know where he moved him to. It looks like he's in front of a shack or something down there. Go down there and look real quick. He's fine for a minute. Where is the farm? Hang on, I'm lost. Where? Trying to get my bearings. Where is the farm? It's over here. So he put him in front of like a shack or something. Saw a screenshot of it. I don't know where it's at though. It almost looks like the shed that used to sit right here. It's out behind the house here. No. Across from the homestead. Which direction? Where Peepaw got evicted. Across the street. Which street? The side by the house. So across the railroad tracks? Somewhere? Oh, there he is, yeah. So who? Grandpa lives over here now. Hey, Grandpa. This is Grandpa's house now. Grandpa did live over here, but now he lives over there. I think it was time. You know, he got to where he couldn't do any more farming and, yeah. I'm almost tempted to buy a trailer, because this does have a hitch on the back of it, and I could hook that trailer up to the back of this. Just like a little trailer. And it takes a pin hitch. Yeah, we took Grandpa to Scotland, and while we were there, his house got moved. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mighty big renovation project for him to be involved while he's in Scotland, you know. Got to be full. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, I'm tempted to buy a trailer. Doesn't have to be anything huge or extravagant, but boy, those saves. It's not like a little short stutter like on the regular maps. It's like a long roll pause and then a little stutter. I don't know if this truck would fit on the ferry with another trailer though. Probably slower to pull too. But it might be worth it. Let's find something with a pin hitch on it. Whoa. Slow down. Something with a pin hitch and something under $55,000. Well under 55,000, because I don't want to take any more loan out. I really don't. Might have to buy a tractor and a mower though. You gotta turn left. See, it's even struggling going up this hill. Whoa. Let's see what we got. Nothing on sale. Tippers. Got the flagel. I don't know if that's a pin hitch or not. It kind of looks like a pin hitch. No, that's a ball hitch. I don't know that that would work. Probably need something lighter like this. Something like the Brantner. How much is that? That's 39. That's not bad. I may just get a Brantner. Call it a day. I don't need much. I don't need like a huge trailer, but that's, and it doesn't have to be one of those non-tandem. I think I'm gonna buy one. That'll help not have to take so many trips. We'll get that one. That. We won't stick with the Continentals. Design one. No, let's do. Let's do that. What color? Ooh. Tell you what. We gotta do it, John Deere green. I can't change the rims though. I would put yellow rims on it if I could, but I can't. That's $51,000 for that extension. That'll work. That's fine. Okay. Hopefully that'll work with this thing. So let me go grab that. On truck, go. European stuff, I mean, just doesn't work well. It ain't got no gas in it. What's this little thing out here? What is that? Yeah, because we'll use this in the future. Ooh, boy, that's close to that. This might not work. Bro. That's pretty close. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. Abort mission, abort mission. That's a little too close. If the hitch was a little longer. Man, we'll use it. We'll use it in the future for something. Or I'll sell it back and we'll make money and buy something else. Alright, I'm out of my orange soda, so to the next Dr. Pepper. Thing still shakes when you go across the river, huh? Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the ferry. Shake the ferry. Oh, there's traffic on this road now. Look at that. Gotta hurry. He's getting full. He might be doing straight passes now. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Dude, that's perfect timing. Of all the places around this field he could be, it's right here. He's about full though. Come on. Get up there, get up there, get up there. Get your pipe out. Forward a little bit. Take a look at tractors here. Well, let's see. First, let's look at mowers. Something to put on the front. That requires 82. I really like that Vicon one. That requires 110. I can't believe that requires 110. Honestly, we could probably do the Coon. That only requires 60 horsepower. Yeah, we could probably do the Coon mower. 60 horsepower versus 82. What's the width difference? 3.2 and 3.1. Not much difference. So that's 60 horsepower versus 82 horsepower. And then the baler that we're probably going to get, probably the Deer. That only requires 115, so do the math on that one. So we would need a tractor that is at least 200 horsepower to run both of those. If we decide to do it that way, which I think that would be the best way, because if you're going all over the map, you're kind of going to want a tractor that has the ability to run all that all in one, and then you can come back and hit it with a wrapper later. And then when he gets up there, he should start running east and west on this. So something 200 horsepower up. 115. Let's just go with the 82 one and see what that is. Hey Siri, what's 115 plus 82?
It's 197.
Yeah, so at least 200 horsepower. Probably going to fall under medium tractors. If we go the Deer route, we got 300 horsepower with that 6R. These go up to 225, but I don't know. I don't think these have a 3-point in the front. I don't think, can you put a 3-point on the front? No, you can only do a weight on the front, so those won't work. I'm leaning towards the Deer. You know, I like my Deers. This one goes to 234, but that's the smaller 6R. I'd rather have that one. Let's see what else we got. That one does not. No, them won't work. There's a 6M. But it's only 215. Definitely a lot cheaper though. It's 130 grand. It's definitely a lot cheaper. Uh-oh. Don't crash. Phew. Okay, hang on. I gotta save the game. real quick. That makes me nervous anytime that happens. When the game freezes that bad, that was bad. That was like a 10-second freeze there. Plus, I need to go catch up with this guy anyway. So maybe the 6M, it's 215. I would like to have the extra oomph. But I'll go in and look and see what else we got in there. I've got several deer models in there. Also need to check to see that had a. I don't know that had a 3-point front option. If I remember right, the 6M never did. Those were nice to have back when they launched 19 with all the John Deere stuff. We got 19 and 22. We got way more Deere stuff then. I know 19 we got the 6M, we got the 6R, had the 7R, had the 8R, and then over the span there we had the 8RT, the 9RT, and they completely cut out the 9RT. And I haven't seen an update for Hispano's 9RT because the tracks on it turn white just like the T9 New Holland tractor, so. And I'm full. Let's see, can I take this road down? $30,000 liters at a time. This might turn into an all-day harvest on this field. Actually, we've knocked out quite a bit of it, quite a good chunk of it. I'm just going to stay on the highway and not cut down through there because I think I can make better time at full speed going around this way. Staying on the asphalt. Problem is, this truck doesn't have enough weight on the front to keep it steady going around these curves going downhill. What's the info box at the bottom with the machine status? That is called Simple Inspector. That's only on the PC. It's from the in-game mod hub on the PC. Simple Inspector. You can customize that however you want to. You can change the size of the text. You can make it smaller than it is now. This is the largest. This is 20x. I think you can change the colors on the stuff too, but there's different info that you can put down there in there if you want to. Yep, you're welcome. Oh, they're just safe right when I'm trying to turn. The ferry is turning out pretty efficient today. Pretty quick. We haven't run into too many barges, and I've basically just been using it going back and forth. I'll leave it parked over there, and then I'll come back, and it'll be still there. It's working out pretty good. He's already doing a partial pass up here, so I'll turn around and follow along. You're a little closer, so I'm ready. So yeah, looking in here, let's go back to medium tractors. Leaning towards the 6R. We've got that, but that's not enough. That's not enough horsepower. We've got that. That's not enough horsepower. Yeah. Really leaning towards that 6R right there. Got the 6M, which that's the 6M. Looks like it does have a 3-point on the front though. No, maybe it doesn't. That's the beacon. That's for front loaders. That's the fenders. Yeah, no, I don't think you can do it on this one. Oh wait, maybe you can. Hang on. Yeah, that looks like a 3-point. So this would be... Where do you change? Oh, it's up there. So that's 215 horsepower, and I needed what, 197? That's right on the edge. I don't know if that would be enough. I'd almost want that little, just that little bit extra, because there are hills and they're alive with the sound of tractors. So I'm leaning, still leaning more towards that 6R. think I'm gonna go ahead and go dump this, because I'm at 88%. Try to drive in cab all the way down there, see how that works out. Probably not too well. Stand by for your crash cams. Woy. Yep. Nope. Uh-huh. Whoop. Yep. Alright. Slow down. Here we go. Over the river. Through the woods. I'm not hitting the gas at all on this road. I'm just gonna go down it here and hopefully hope for the best. Oh, nope. See, I'm not hitting the gas. Yeah, I don't like it. I'll stay outside the cabin. Hello, Farmer CeeLo. Appreciate it. requires 95. Yeah. So you're looking at 200. No. Oh. So that would be 210 if you went with the Kong front mower. I think the Kong would be too wide. Wouldn't be as wouldn't be as easy to get that into the smaller spaces. So probably either the Vicon. I'm leaning towards the Vicon. The Vicon, we can change the colors of it. Order some custom colors like that. Just make it all green. I don't like the yellow though. Yeah, we could do like that. Or flip it around, do green for that. And yellow for that. I don't know. Something to think about. Oh yeah, I saw where King of the Hill got extended all the way through season 17. So they just wrapped up season 14, so they still got to do 15, which is coming soon, and then 16 and 17. I'm telling you, that's a popular show. I'm surprised it went off the air. You know, you think about, you know, like The Simpsons. They've been on the air forever. In my opinion, King of the Hill is just a much better show. It really is. I don't think they ever explained Luann and Lucky, though. I'd have to go back. I guess I need to go back and rewatch it again just to make sure, but I don't think they explained, you know, did they kill them off? Did they move away? What did they do with them? They could recast them, and they could bring in somebody with a deeper voice, and just say that Luann and Lucky picked up smoking or something. I don't know. That'd be weird, but I would say maybe they just moved away. We saw what happened with Dee Dee and Good Hank. You ain't seen any of the new ones? Yeah, you need to sit down and watch it. It's kind of like catching up, you know? Like, what happened to everybody? What happened to Connie? What happened to Joseph? What happened to, you know, all the, you know, Bobby? What happened to Hank and Peggy? What happened to Con and Min? What happened to, you know, Boomhire and Bill and all them? And Dale, you know? What happened to Chain Wasana-san? Chain Wasana-san. That didn't take long. I have done missed my turn. Yep. Turn around. I don't know. I don't know how much we're done with this field, but I would say we are not halfway done yet. You know, the combine is full. Wish they'd put a straighter road in here too. That's not the road. I went up the driveway. have no idea, Twitchy. Quite a few. And good morning, Big Al. Well, we started with 0, Big Al. Started with absolute 0. Alright guys, well that is gonna do it for us today. We're gonna go right over to John. I think he's gonna play this map if everything's still going according to plan. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll be back on this map probably. Let me get the raid going here. Alright, so you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Check out Puma Plow. We're going to raid over there to him. And we'll see you in the next one. Until then, remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all later. Here we go.